If you want to be part of ensuring the existence of one of the few professional gaming media outlets that isn't being ruined, go to patreon.com/secondwindgroup and please consider giving whatever you can spare.
That's it. Oh,
that was 11 seconds? That was the
11.
fastest 11 seconds of my life.
11 seconds isn't a lot of time, which I think...
It's not, but...
I guess it all depends.
Fast.
It all depends on... It depends on a lot of factors. Like 11 seconds when watching something seems incredibly short. Something we work
If you're
on...
like dying an agonizing death, for example, it might seem like quite a long time, I suppose.
Jack, I can't hear you, says someone in the chat.
Oh no, did Windows do the thing?
Windows did do the thing. Okay. Now you should be able to hear me. I see movement. We hear Jack. Jack is a bit quieter. There we go. All right, now we're here.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for the heads up. Windows often likes to adjust my microphone settings without letting me know. Thanks, Windows. Remember, and you might not remember because you're a young, as compared to me, who is an old. But back in the day, the big Windows versus Mac debate, a big linchpin to this debate was Windows doesn't baby-proof it for you. Windows will allow you to do whatever you want, while as Mac baby-proofs the OS for you. You can't really get in there and customize things. Well, no longer. Windows says, fuck that. We're making changes because we think it's better. Windows. In any case, we were talking about 11 seconds not being a long amount of time. And I had a point about that, but I also realized that the game, you can't see the game. And I think in general, I would like you all to see the game. There it is. The Siege and the Sandfox. We play as the titular Sandfox. And we have been, I'll do a little bit of game story before we get into other talks. There is a siege on our desert town, and us as the Sandfox went to warn the king, but the queen had already betrayed the king and framed us for the murder of the king and sent us down, killed us, sent us down into the dungeon. Now we need to sneak our way back up. Oh, and now you are muted, or I can't hear you. I can't.
My bad.
There we go. Jess muted herself. Okay.
I touched the microphone at some point in a way it didn't like.
How?
I was saying, who are we that we had access to the king to be framed for his murder?
We're the Sandfox.
What does that mean?
We're the Sandfox. That's what it means.
I did look up if sandfoxes are a thing, and there is a Tibetan sandfox apparently.
We are the Sandfox is a title to ourselves because we are sneaky. We're sneaky, and we live in the desert.
Okay.
So that's what we are.
We're the official sneaky boy.
Yes.
To the king.
Official sneaky boy to the king. What you just saw there.
The danger had passed.
Oh, what you just saw there. Some of the traversal mechanics. I've unlocked wall running already, so we can run. We can swing on these things. We can wall jump. We can hang on ledges. Pretty neat so far.
Honestly, I think the queen probably could have picked someone better to frame for the murder. Like someone who would be caught easily, right?
Well, we were caught, and the queen thought she killed us.
Okay.
But clearly, she did not. Nope. Oh crap! And I think I just failed. Yep. Okay, it just failed. Let's see if I can run away. I can. Great.
Oh. Yep.
Getting in any altercation is an instant death. I cannot fight.
Oh. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. I cannot fight. I must stealth. which is interesting. As someone in general who is a fan of stealthy games,
The Sandfox had heard rumors of the dangerous cult who dressed in yellow robes. Some said
there
it
is
was a new
also
religion,
this
but none knew
absolutely
anything of the
bewitching
purpose or
narrator
who they
who narrates in a kind of whisper, very ASMR-y, and it sends tingles down my spine
Giving
every
a
single time.
bit Amelia Tyler in Baldur's Gate.
Yes, yes, very Baldur's Gate.
That is her name, right? Amelia Tyler. I'm
I-
so sorry, Amelia, if I just
I don't know her name, but
Yes, it
yes, very Baldur's Gate narrator. Just where it has a tiny whisper to it, and I will tell you what's going
Authority.
on. I will tell you what's going on in the game. Don't you worry, little one. Yeah, gives much like Baldur's Gate. It's just it just makes me shiver every time. It's great. So, 11 seconds. 11 seconds is something that we work on extensively at the Comedy Theater.
Oh.
Because much like what we were talking about, hold on, we're going to knock this happy little fella out. We do have a blackjack, so we can knock people out. Much like what we were talking about, it's really hard for some people to understand how long things are, or how much time has passed.
Mm-hmm.
And in general, at the Comedy Theater, our games last around 2 to 3 minutes, and we try to do a lot of things. Like if we are performing in a scene, we try to make it last about 2 or 3 minutes, and there's 3 of us on there. So we try to change locations, we try to vary up the characters, and some people and it's very hard to judge that time, and so some people will spend 2 full minutes in one location not doing very much, and they say, well, that wasn't 2 minutes, almost no time had passed. Oh no, it was indeed 2 minutes. Sneak.
These ramshackle structures were all that was left of the Bridge of Knives. Somewhere beyond lay the mausoleum, all dust, bones, and unquiet spirits.
Oh, she's good. Unquiet spirits. And so in any case, like the work of understanding how much time is passing is a significant amount of our kind of weekly practice, which I think is very, very fun.
Would you consider yourself good at keeping time?
I don't think I'm good at keeping time in general. What we try to build into ourselves is muscle memory to know when to move. Where it's like, okay, I think I've been on stage long enough where we either need to introduce a new character or we need to change locations.
The cultists disquieted the Sandfox. More than ever, the shadows were the Sandfox's friend.
I do like...
Cultists disquiet most people, I would say. You're not a little disquieted by cultists.
It's kind of the whole thing with cults, yeah. Do I need to get over there? No. Okay. Some of the movement controls seem a little awkward, but we're gonna roll with it. Do I not need to be over here at all? Oh wait, wall run. Wait.
Oh yeah, that is a thing.
There we go. Nope, and that was jump up. Still haven't quite memorized all of the controls.
How much time did you put into this prior to the stream?
Oh, maybe about 30 minutes. Not much.
Okay.
Not much. I just got past basically the tutorial and like that opening story bit to make sure that I had a general understanding of how to play.
Right.
As I know me and learning... Oh, something's
Ooh.
happening. We got a music sting. I like that. Door peek. Look, you can like peek, see through the door. Look through the keyhole. Can I not open the door?
Guess not.
Can I...
The Sandfox needs
Oh.
to find means to open the lock.
I do need to find means to open the lock. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to do. That's fine. That's fine. Hey. Okay, do I need to go up, maybe? Can I go up? I don't think I can go up.
In regard to remembering how long 2 minutes is, I assume, Keeper Day says you gotta do a Hudson Hawk and time everything by singing a song.
Ah, yes.
Ooh.
Yep, nope, that was a bad idea.
They give up so quick.
Yeah, I don't think they can leave their ledge, so I'll take it.
They're posted to that ledge and that ledge only.
Boss said not to go past this ledge. We do whatever the boss says. Hudson, that's right. Hudson Hawk sang songs. That's a good idea. I like that. The game we usually do to practice. We do two things to practice. One is, okay, you know, especially for newer players, this is really important. Is like just stand on stage, do not do anything, and try to tell us when 30 seconds has passed. And it is agonizing for people who aren't used to being on stage. They just sit there and it's like, you do not perform, do not say anything, just wait until 30 seconds pass. And they all freak out at around 11 seconds. I'm just like, it's been 30 seconds. Oh, God.
I think I could do that pretty well. It's the performing part that would get me.
That's fair. That's fair. And then the other thing we do is we do like 1 minute scenes where we say, okay, you have to perform a scene for 1 minute. At 1 minute, I will, blow the whistle. We will stop what you are doing just so we can ingrain into your brain what 1 minute is. And a lot of times they barely get past establishing the who, what, where. And it's like, see, do you see why that's a problem now? I can go up there. Oh, crouch.
Sir George Lucas says, Jack, please consider adding suspenders, a monocle, a bow tie to your improv comedian ensemble. Anyway, how's the big lump in your hand? Did you go see the expensive doctor?
I did. Monocle, I don't think I can get away with. One, because both of my eyes are bad. One of my eyes is worse than the other. Monocle, suspenders, I think I could pull off. I think I could pull off suspenders.
Agreed.
Okay, great. So now that Jess is on my side, suspenders are a must. A must.
We've seen other second wind people wear suspenders, haven't we? To the various weddings we've been to. I think both the Jessies wore suspenders at some point.
Maybe.
Right?
Omar was wearing suspenders at KC's wedding, and Jesse Schwab was wearing suspenders at Omar's wedding.
That's right.
So those are the only ones I remember. Sorry, Jesse Galena, if you were wearing suspenders. Apparently they weren't.
It might have been another time. I don't know.
They just weren't memorable enough for me.
Yeah. Even as a child, the Sandfox knew the trick of sliding down a wall and jumping from it.
Oh, I'm still in kind of tutorial phase.
Yeah, you didn't know how to slide down a wall until now, but you could run up one? That's crazy.
Right? I feel like I could have already. Extinguish flame. Always extinguish flame.
But yes, your hand.
Oh, yes. Okay, here is the story of my hand. Hold on while I remember what it was called. So I was freaking out a little bit about my hand. For anyone who wasn't here last week when I talked about this, I had a very hard lump in my hand, and it was becoming painful. One, just to move my hand, and two, to grasp things, including video game controllers, which obviously is a big part of my life. Here we go. And so I saw a doctor. I got an X-ray. And the X-ray was like, "Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what's happening with your hand. You got to go see a hand specialist," which definitely made me freak out even more. So I saw a hand specialist on Tuesday, and
Brilliant light-capped mushroom spores illuminated the darkness, ever so slightly cheering the usually gloomy
I'm
underworld.
sorry, this narrator is just 10 out of 10.
Yeah, you got to stop talking when she starts.
I do think the amount of narration is getting to be a little overboard. I'm kind of done with narration. I don't want it anymore. But narrator, 10 out of 10.
For like actual critical moments, that would be great. But
yes,
we don't need to be told about the glowing mushrooms. We can see them. It's cool.
That's like that. There was a perfect example of I don't want you to tell me that the mushrooms are glowing because I've noticed that the mushrooms are glowing. So it was becoming painful. So I see the doctor. He looks at the X-rays and he feels my hand. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's easy. That is a retinacular cyst. Retinacular cyst." And the way he described it to me is our fingers have like joint fluid in them, kind of running in tubes up each finger. And then there's also tendons holding those tubes to our fingers. And every once in a while, a little bit of finger gel pops through the tendons and then gets cinched off into like and it feels almost like bone. It feels hard as bone because it's like this fluid, like in a water balloon that's being cinched too tightly. And he goes, normally they go away on their own. You just give it a couple months, maybe a year, and it'll just kind of work its way back through. And as he's saying that, he is like kind of pushing on it and asking me to make fists. And he's like, in very rare cases, we will do surgery, but it's a very simple surgery. Sometimes we'll just stick a syringe in there and pluck it out. But really, and then he says, "Oh," after I feel a sharp pain in my hand because he popped it. He's like messing around with it and he pops it. And he goes, and I was like, "Oh my God, what was that?" And I feel it and it's not there anymore. And he's like, "Huh, funny." This man, he told me he has been a hand doctor for 17 years. He has never popped one or heard of it being popped before.
But I assume that's cool, right? Like you're good now?
Oh, he's like, "Yeah, your body will take care of any excess fluid anywhere. You're totally cool now." And it no longer, as of the day after, I had no more pain. It is completely gone. And I didn't have to have surgery.
So great.
Oh, it's wonderful. It was just one of those, very bizarre moments where it's like, really? Really? What?
Oh?
What?
Who?
What?
Who's that?
What happened? Okay. Okay, hold on.
Are like glowing spores that are just...
Okay, something weird. Oh, no, wait, I can run up this side too. I don't need this. Okay. Run. Jump. Nope. Jump. No, how do I get up to this lever? Maybe I can't yet. Okay.
Can you, like, jump to the left? Can you wall jump further up the same wall?
You cannot wall jump up the same wall. You have to jump that away. And I can only run up to about here, which doesn't get me to the ledge. And that doesn't seem to do it. So maybe... Okay, the mushrooms are a thing. Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
Yes. Slide down the wall.
Yes.
Bless you.
Thank you. In all my years of being a doctor, it's never a good feeling. Correct, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, and so, but you know, it was just that easy. It was taken care of, and he's like, yeah. So if you get him, like, he goes, these are the very, very common. They don't quite know why it happens. It's just a random occurrence. It is not an early indicator of arthritis or anything scary. It's just a thing that happens sometimes, and it's weird.
Happens because the human body is not all that well optimized for life.
Correct. We are a series of random
The Sandfox
occurrences
knew there was nothing
that
to
sometimes
fear from the simple
function.
mushroom pickers.
The mushroom pickers.
The mushroom pickers.
Pickers. Hello, mushroom picker.
Welcome.
You should call them
honored
fungus
Alphanek.
finders instead. That sounds much more pleasant.
We Darklings are adherents of your ancient predecessor.
Mushroom
Dark.
pickers just sounds
Treat it as
gross.
a demonstration of your skills. The Darkling smiled. Cross the crags and precipices of our domain. I shall await you on the other side with a gift from your predecessor.
Okay.
Hello, fungus finder. What? Offensive? I thought you'd appreciate
Water
it.
was stronger here. The Sandfox tasted spores of old dead
Right.
mold.
You are the
Sandfox
fungus
knew
finder,
this
not some
grade
sort of
couldn't be passed right
Not a
now
mushroom
without
picker.
clear
mushroom
medical
picker. Not some lowly mushroom picker. You are the fungus finder.
Yeah, it's not about the act of picking mushrooms being a bad thing. It's just that that sounds bad.
The
Yeah.
hooded
When you
figure's
say it out
eyes
loud.
widened. Alphanek of the Gashai. You are welcome here, Sandfox.
Okay, I should not have.
Sussy Guru 2000 with €2 says, "Is that the Baldur's Gate 3 narrator?" No, I don't believe so, but she definitely has a similar quality to her voice.
Yes, very similar vibe. Someone look up who this narrator is. They're wonderful.
Doing it.
Do it. Some of the narrations, before you say it, some of the narrations, I don't know if it's just maybe a thicker accent or perhaps a heavy amount of compression on the
Wait.
voice.
Is it her? It might be her.
Is it?
She's
The Sandfox had never seen such darkness. and
she's
never
doing
will.
like a slight accent though.
Yes, yes. It seemed a little, I didn't want to say like inauthentic, but yeah, there was something about the voice that struck me as almost wrong.
It is her.
It is
That's
her.
crazy. I genuinely would not have guessed. I was just like, oh, this person has a similar vibe, but they're
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh no, I died.
I was so confident being like, wow, this person is very similar to Amelia Tyler, perhaps even inspired by, but
Yes.
I never would have guessed. Interesting.
Like a little part of me definitely even clicked like, oh, are they using like an AI narrator that is based off of her? You know, like,
Hey, she's got range that
got
we
range.
didn't know about.
yeah. Amelia Taylor inspires herself. I like it. Whee.
I mean, it would make sense that she doesn't just narrate every game she does as herself. Like, she is an actor.
That's
she
true.
presumably can do different voices.
And it might be that this is more of her natural voice with a slight accent, and she did a more neutral voice for Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, who knows?
There
Not
can
me.
be No doubt you are
Not
truly
me.
the Sandfox.
But
Alphanek
this also
of
makes sense
Gashai.
as to why it was kind of sending positive shivers down my spine, as I have many, many hours into Baldur's Gate 3. Okay. Metroidvania, we got lockpicks.
Tools crafted by a Kashai artisan.
She does,
These no
she's
commandor
doing
could
one of the
buy
characters
Sandfox.
in Hades 2, right?
Oh, is she?
I think so.
Ah.
Amelia Tyler, what are you up to?
What are you up
What are
to?
you up to?
Okay, little lockpicking minigame.
The Sandfox
Love
sense
that.
danger nearby.
Yeah, Hades 2. She's Hecate. Cool.
peek. Aha. There's man. Man notices door make noise. Man investigate door. Bad. Now man is near door. Go away, man. Please go away, man. There's no one here.
You might have to go away before he goes away.
I did. Okay, I'm bad at lockpicking minigame there. Oh, I wonder if this is a fail state. The game might be slightly broken here. If you notice, his little weapon is like trying to walk on the other side of the door. But because he can't investigate it, is he trapped? Oh no, it's going down now. It's going down now. It's fine.
I guess it was nothing.
I guess it was
Must have been the wind.
Right. And then he turns around and the door is open and all the lights are out. Sir, you are not the brightest bulb!
The Under King's guards were not the brightest.
And she says, the Under King's guards were not the brightest. The Under King's guards were not the brightest. Oh, crap. Oh, I'm making way too much noise. Way too much noise.
Fungus finder with $2. Oh no, I see a word I'm gonna mispronounce.
Sommelier.
It says so like I'm a say it again.
Sommelier.
Instead of a bartender, I presume that's something bartender adjacent.
A sommelier is the person is like a wine expert.
Oh.
And so like if you go to an incredibly fancy restaurant, they will have their own like it's basically a bartender only for wine. And they will explain
those
to
people.
You, yes.
Okay.
And they
didn't know there was a term for them.
Oh, it's very important to them. A sommelier.
Pure Pyro says, interview Amelia Tyler for Storycraft. That would be cool. She is great. However, I'm already in the process of making 2 other episodes, so we'll wait on figuring out who the next one's going to feature.
Fair.
And Sir George Lucas says, how's Jack's sworn duty to finish Baldur's Gate 3 this year coming along?
It's just not gonna, it's just not going to happen.
You uninstalled it, right?
I did. I did. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen.
Oh!
I mean, you definitely saw me.
Yeah.
But I'll just leave. Yeah. I've been watching in my YouTube feed a few kind of like Baldur's Gate challenge videos have come up, which I have been watching and enjoying. I think they're very fun. Like, can you beat Baldur's Gate without talking to anyone? Can you beat Baldur's Gate only what was it? There was one only pushing. Can you beat Baldur's Gate 3 only by pushing things, including like pushing levers and stuff like that? It's very, very silly. They're very, very fun challenge runs. People who know the game significantly better than I do. And seeing where I am in the story and then seeing them like get all the way through, I know that even though I'm in the 3rd act, I am nowhere even close to finishing the game. So I'm just kind of done.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's
I've been playing it again.
Oh, have you?
And yes, mostly for work-related reasons. But I do want to spend some more time in Act 3 if I do arrive there again, because I feel like I was just overwhelmed by it the first time. And also my laptop that I was playing on at the time could not handle Act 3 very well, because there was just so much stuff. So I just kind of made my way through Act 3 very quickly, and I'm sure there's so much content that I have yet to discover in Baldur's Gate itself.
So much content.
I found my friends, the woman said. Half an hour in their company was enough. I think I prefer the solitude.
This is a lady. A lady who I didn't help, but kind of helped guided me towards what I needed to do, which was she wanted the elevator to come back down.
The woman nodded. You have my thanks, she said. Here, let me return the favor. The tunnels twisted back on themselves, but the Sandfox was serene, knowing that the straightest path is often the most foolish.
What is that thing?
Well,
the item. What is going on?
I don't think I got an item. I just think she's going to be the elevator
Since
operator.
Being thrown in here, I can only play in minor keys. Said the player.
I can only play in minor. What? I don't know. I think.
Is he sad? So he only plays in minor keys?
Oh, I think what we're learning is because they got. Hold on, what's her last name? Amelia. Tyler. I think because they got Amelia Tyler, the decision might have been.
They were like, we're gonna narrate everything.
Because she does all the voices for everyone. Like there are no character voices. It's all narration. And so they're like, we are getting every syllable out of her that we possibly can for the money, which, as we've talked about, might be too much.
Fair.
Might be too much game.
But I understand the sentiment for sure.
100%. I 100% understand why the decision was made.
Amongst other things.
Here we go. Oh, there we go. I got that.
This place was a prison. The inmates were worse than the guards.
This place was a prison. The inmates were worse than the guards.
I mean
that's
yeah,
kind of what. That's the standard. That's usually.
That's what we hope.
Yeah.
Incarnadine gifted a Twitch sub to you, Jack.
What?
That's the item I was talking about, I think, that we just saw in passing as you were taking the elevator.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that is. The best tactic in any stealth game is murder. They can't.
I think
see
he's
you.
just knocked out. You're not doing a murder. You're just doing an assault.
If I could do a murder, I would. Oop, all right. They can't see you if they're dead. What?
Sovereign with €5, thank you, says, so Jess, how is Jamate handling his new status as, in Yahtzee's Dr. Claw voice, ooh, I can't do that because I don't know what that is, the Doom Hater? Is the fame going to his head?
Jay has taken on the mantle of the Doom Hater.
Rent free.
This is the voice of Dr. Claw, Gadget. I
Oh.
will get you, Gadget.
He was the enemy. He was the main antagonist of an old cartoon series.
Okay.
And Jay is
The Doom Hater.
That's pretty good. I like that voice.
It's a good voice. It's a quality voice. I don't, like, for seeing all the reviews, I have not played it myself. Seeing all the reviews, I can see some of the hate. I can see some of the love. There does seem to be some universal things that Jay brought up in his video that are like, everyone can agree. we don't like this from Doom.
Not everyone. We just saw that someone made a response video to his video.
Wow.
And not gonna watch it, of course.
Of course, we can't encourage that kind of behavior, but it's very funny.
Yeah. Took a quick glance at the comments. I should not have done that.
Nope. Bye.
Yeah, Doom is not and has never been for me, so I have no personal investment in the matter.
Gotcha. And you know what I'm seeing is a lot of love for Doom Eternal, which for my tastes, I also bounced off of Doom Eternal. Like Doom 2016 to me was great and peak, and then Doom Eternal added too many things to my liking. I know many people whom opinions I trust really loved Doom Eternal, but it just wasn't for me. And now they're going even further with the formula.
Does he like Doom 2016? I don't know. Do you like Doom 2016? Yes. Enthusiastic, yes. How about Eternal?
Smell flower?
Yes. Less
Okay.
enthusiastic, yes.
It is, yeah.
Their king's storehouse must lie nearby. Mutter.
So it's been all downhill, is what you're saying recently.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. There you go.
Yes. Agreed. Sussy Guru says getting a response video is a rite of passage. Hard agree.
Sandfox hid in the box.
Okay, game. You don't need to tell me I hid in a box when I pressed the button to hide in the box.
But Amelia Tyler, don't you want her to tell you?
I do not need you to tell me when I hid in the box after I am the one that pressed the button to hide in the box. That was silly. That was too much. Oh.
Oh.
Even if I get close enough to knock him out, if they fully see me,
It's
they win.
over.
They win. Yep. That was too much, game.
Muttering.
That was too
The
much.
sound of heavy boots beyond the door. The Sandfox hid in the box.
The Sandfox hid in the box.
Nice.
We got the one. So this guy toins. I wonder if I can... Does he see me? I'm in black and white, so I assume that I am like hidden if I'm in black and white. How close can I get to him? This is going to be for educational purposes.
You probably just gotta wait till he turns around like this.
Okay.
And
that
not
was-
like that.
Well, I wanted to see how close I could get to him.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, you're right. I just want to hear the box line again. Here it is. Here's my constructive criticism to the makers of The Siege and the Sandfox. My constructive criticism is if I press a button to do something, you don't need to
The
narrate that.
Sandfox hid in the box.
Keeper Day says, I wonder if they were going for a Bastion thing. The narrator would say things based on what you were doing. I mean, probably, but there's a fine line between a nice amount of narration and that's just silly.
Yes. That's the thing. And, you know, no offense to this game, but this is a stealth Metroidvania. I don't necessarily want this to be overtly story-heavy, to where a narrator is necessary. This is a game that, you know, kind of the mechanics should be the calling card, in my opinion. Oh, okay, that's just...
Ooh.
All right, that's fine. The Sandfox hid in the box. Hey. Because the reason I jumped to that is it looked like I could, like where the waterfall breaks midway there, I thought I could land on that. But apparently I could not.
Yeah, it does look like you should be able to land on it, but
But apparently I could not.
alas.
Oh, don't come here. see me on they could not see the Sandfox on the letter. Okay, so we can go through here.
The Sandfox knew this grate couldn't be passed right now. It would have to be remembered for later.
Have you reached your limit?
Okay, so, here's obviously we know where I stand on too much voiceover. This is an interesting case because in a big complaint for many Metroidvanias is, for me at least, is like, is this something that I need a tool for later, or am I just doing it wrong now?
Well,
And
now you know.
And the voiceover made that very clear, though I would prefer there not to have been the voiceover. I probably can't make that jump, is what I'm assuming. But we're going to try.
The crawl
Oh,
spaces above
I
were
can.
narrow, but the Sandfox could make good use of such a space.
Yes, game. I've noticed that there are crawl spaces above me. You are taking away more and more points every time you use this wonderful narrator. This is classic, like, but we don't want our players to miss it.
If they do miss it, that's on them.
Yes,
they have to figure it out.
you have to trust your players. Like, I just figured that out, and that was really fun. Oh, that's right. I can hang on the wall and knock this guard out. If you would have been like, the Sandfox remembers that they can hang. Oh, don't Sandy Foxy. Don't you remember? I am sorry. Anyway. So how do I get up is the question. Where's my hint now, game? Did I backtrack and I didn't need to? No. Maybe.
I think so.
How does the Sandfox get up there? Hey. Hey. No. Where's the narrator when I need them?
Well, she already told you to make use of the crawl spaces, so presumably there's a way to get up there. And from where though? I don't know. Can you wall jump up?
Couldn't be passed right now.
Like this wall right here?
For later.
No, too high. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, you can like turn midair. That's fine. No, I cannot I can't wall jump here. I can make it over here. And I can't wall jump here. So it seems like I should be able to. Huh. So it would be extra bullshit if the narrator said, hey, look at those crawl spaces, and I couldn't get to the crawl spaces. That would be
bullshit. There's no
super
way.
Extra bullshit. So I'm assuming I can get to the crawl space. We just have to figure out how. What are we missing? What are we missing? I feel like we're missing something. I'm just gonna keep trying. You know, like, this is my usual default is like, oh, I'm just doing it wrong. I'll just keep trying the same thing over and over again until I do it right.
It seems to me like you should be able to get up there from further to the left. Because otherwise, why is there...
Well, there's like a checkpoint
So much.
right above me. I'm seeing someone say down and to the right. I think that's where I came from, y'all. I think this is where I came from.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it?
Oh, wait, I broke the camera. Come back. Come back, camera. Camera, come back. Camera. I broke the Oh, yep. I have broken the camera a little bit.
Hello?
I have broken the game just a little bit. Yeah!
Oh no.
Game! Game! Come back to me, game. Oh, that's always fun. That's always fun. Hey, developers. I gave you some unsolicited advice about the liberal use of your narration. Here is some much needed advice. You got a camera bug.
Technically still unsolicited, but they need to hear it.
This is more important. Here, hold on. Maybe I can try to recenter myself here. Come on. Maybe it's telling you where to go. I think I came from here.
I doubt that. That would be dumb if that was...
It is a new area.
No, yeah, we've been here.
The camera... Oh, yeah, this is where we started, I think. The camera is still focused on me on the top of the thing. Oh, yeah, I don't think I've been over here. Oh, yeah, because I'm going to... So there is still a camera bug happening. Okay, we got a seal.
Okay.
An ancient text engraved by Maro of the Kashai. He spoke of Rashid, the navigator, one of the eight gods of the desert.
Okay.
The stone was carved with 5 stars and a compass rose, the symbols of Rashid.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as I get my next checkpoint, I will 100% back out to the main menu and come back to fix this. The problem is, it's a checkpoint save system, not just a regular save system. So if I go out to the main menu now, I have to go back. So I'm waiting for my next checkpoint. Okay, so that got me a little prize. But then we're back here, and this is where we came from.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't... Okay. Yes, I found a loose seal. I guess maybe we go down? No, wait, that's where we came from again, right? Oh, well, here's a
I
checkpoint.
think so. Oh, okay.
Okay, there's a checkpoint. Okay, so now let's go to main menu. Let's fix this camera. Well, bugs happen, and I'm not going to besmirch the game because of a few bugs. Like,
How new is this game?
I think it might have come out like yesterday or the day before.
Oh wow. Okay.
It is in 1.0. It is not an early access game,
Right.
but I believe it just came out.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been here already. Is this a thing? That's not a thing. I am starting to think that... What? Let me go up. There, thank you. I'm starting to think that I was not supposed to go up, and the game was giving me a bullshit tip.
That would be disappointing.
Right? That would be incredible.
Was it just like this is a thing you should note for later kind of thing? Because
Maybe?
that's... It certainly made me think that that's what you were meant to be doing.
The Sandfox breathed easily again.
Why?
Why? Why did the Sandfox breathe easily again? Also, how was I able to survive that fall? The game explicitly told me there was fall damage. I assumed I would die. Oh wait, I've been here too. Whoa. I've been more places than I thought. Can I fast travel? Is that a thing? Steal a bribe. You are losing me, game. Yeah, the game's losing me just a little bit. I'm here for it, but I gotta find it.
Yeah, we've absolutely been here.
Yeah, now I'm just trying to get back to like a different part of the map.
Sir George Lucas says we are all fellow stealth archers in Skyrim, but have you played any of the Hitman games? Shout out to the Stealth in Arkham and Ghost of Tsushima, or however you pronounce that.
The way I've heard it is like the food and your mother, Sushi-ma.
Tsushima, yes.
That is how I've heard it. I don't know if that is correct. I played a little bit of the Hitman games, and have found a moderate amount of enjoyment in them. My first playthrough of Skyrim was Stealth Archer, and I bounced off that so hard because I was so bored. I don't play Stealth Archer because it is so stupidly boring. You're just slowly sneaking through all the crap. So I go in guns a-blazing because that's way more fun.
Metaphorical guns, I assume. What?
So I'm currently playing the Oblivion remaster and having a great time with it. And just through pure happenstance, it turned into a magic only run. Where I was like, oh, I'll do like a magic class and whatnot. But I have only used magic to damage everything. And it has been basically turning it into a first-person shooter. And it is so much fun. I am truly, truly enjoying it. I guess I'll go this. Oh, I can fast travel. No?
Oh, that's, well.
It says fast travel.
But how do we do it?
But how?
A?
It's not A. All right, game. All right. All right.
The woman nodded. You have my thanks, she said. Here,
let me return the favor.
favor.
Okay, great. Come on, rat. Oh, no, my rat. And so I'm doing a magic-only run for Oblivion, and it is super, super fun. I found some really... the way in which you can craft spells... Oh, wait. Can I go back? Is super amazing. And I'm having the greatest time in Oblivion because of it. Because I'm
Didn't
not
we
a
get that scroll right there already?
No.
Oh.
We did not. Because we didn't have a lockpick, but now we do.
Okay. Then the one you got before was not the one I thought it was.
I think that lady gave us a scroll.
The Sandfox knew the rat catcher's lost pet would here be found.
You're losing points, game. You know, they have, like any Metroidvania, like the NPCs have some side quests, and you know, a rat catcher said, "I've lost my pet rat," and the game just told me that, oh, I can find that rat in this area, and
you mean to tell me that the rat is here among the rats?
Amongst all these rats, and it's like, game developers. Part of the thing that I like about that is naturally coming across that information. Oh, I just happened to be putzing around and came across the rat. I know where this rat goes. You don't need to tell me. Amelia's great. You don't need to use her all the time. Oh, look, a different colored rat. I wonder if that means anything. I could have figured it out, game.
Skittered beneath the Sandfox's feet.
Collect.
All that was necessary was to reach down and grab one.
Just just grab one? Aren't we looking for a particular one?
Well, I assumed so. Okay, so this is clearly waiting until I get some sort of double jump.
Or like dash or something.
Yeah, which I do not have, which is fine. I'm able
With
to.
friend in tow, it was time for the Sandfox to return to the shaggy-faced man.
All right. Theoretically, you can control the volume of everything. I can turn off the volume of the narrator.
You can't turn off Amelia Tyler though. You just can't do that.
Here's the thing, no matter how much her glorious voice makes shivers run down my spine, it's also getting to the point of a little annoying.
Yeah.
To where, like,
Just try not to pay attention to the words.
Right,
Just
just
soak
listen-
in the vibes.
I'll soak the Amelia vibes. You're right. I think, were you the rat
When
catcher?
he ran out of words, he whimpered.
Mm-mm. That man does not look like he has a shaggy face.
Right. Maybe this way. Excuse you. Are you Armand?
The shaggy-faced
Ah,
man
yeah.
smiled hungrily at the rat. There you are, my delicious friend. My
Sorry,
thanks
what?
to you, Sandfox.
He might
If
eat the
you
rat.
happen to see another runaway friend, he said between bites.
Ah, he is eating the rat.
Back here after I finished.
He is
my
eating the rat.
I don't like that.
meal. You
That
happen
poor
to
rat.
see another
Eh.
runaway friend.
I mean,
People gotta eat.
true, but I don't like that we participated in that.
Fair.
If you want to eat rats, you go get them yourself.
The loathsome rat eater. Yes, Sir George Lucas.
I also don't like referring to the things you eat as your friends.
Oh.
That's just
The ugly man
Friends are not
glared at the Sandfox.
food.
I told you you've nothing
As that-
we'd want.
that one shark in Finding Nemo
The
said.
ugly
I'm pretty
man
sure.
glared at the Sandfox. I told you.
You have
Huh?
steal a bribe. My map has been updated. Okay, so I think I need to like go back over here and
You've
steal
nothing that
something
we'd
for them
want.
in order to be accepted. Wait, what is? It's fine. Okay, so over this way, theoretically, I can get a bribe to get through that door. All right. Is this door locked? No. Have I been here? No. Oh yeah, I have been here.
Yeah, I was
Wait
gonna
a
say it
minute.
looks familiar.
This okay, so yeah, directly above me is theoretically the bribe I need, but we haven't figured out how to get over there yet. Okay, well, so that's the objective, which is it's nice to know the objective. But yeah, the stealth archer, is this where do you know that phrase? I forget who said it or where it came from, but the phrase of players will optimize the fun out of a game.
I have heard that. I don't know where it comes from, but yes. I don't know. I still had fun being a stealth archer in Skyrim. Not exclusively an archer, but
Yeah. It's just one of those, like, if you are playing as optimally as possible, yeah, Stealth Archer is, like, the class to go with because it's very little risk and only reward. Because you can kill everything. Like, theoretically, even playing as a mage class in Oblivion, like, I've reached a point in which I've crafted, like, really wonderful spells to which I am one or two shotting every single enemy that I come across. But I do also feel like I had to work up to that point. To where I could join the Mages Guild and, you know, study at the university and get to that, like, spell crafting.
Oh, you mean they didn't make you Archmage just cause you happened to be there?
Exactly. Exactly.
The water ran quickly through the sluice.
Okay, this looks
This is new.
new.
Sandfox's feet.
Okay, that's a gate, so we can't get through there. Oh, feels like I should be able to reach that. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, but these wooden planks means that I cannot wall jump.
S_001 with a first-time chat says, is there combat here beyond stealth takedowns? If you're caught, is it just instant fail?
Correct. If you're caught, it is instant fail. Only stealth takedowns. If you are caught and they catch you, you can run away. If you are caught and they catch you, it is insta fail.
I missed another first-time chat from
Sandfox is
Beta
hiding in
Donut, who
boxes.
says, thought this was another Mark of the Ninja.
No. Mark of the Ninja, phenomenal game. Actually has combat to it. This is just stealth Metroidvania. And so I suppose some of the hope is, like, I have yet to get, the only upgrade I got is wall running. And so I'm very, very interested in what the other upgrades are going to be to my character.
There must be a double jump,
There
right?
has to be a double jump. Okay, so there's a door. Yeah, see, here's my problem, is I need to get there.
Mm-hmm.
How? Maybe we'll find something new this time.
Perhaps.
Perhaps we'll see something new this time. I wish I could see these exciting wild adventures in Jack and Oblivion. We did talk about this because at first Yahtzee wanted to play this game, but didn't realize that I had already quote unquote called it. Use your friend to distract you. And I talked to Yahtzee and I was like, if you want to play this game on Wednesday, go right ahead and I will just play Oblivion. I've been playing on my PlayStation 5, so I'd have to haul up my PS5 up here, but I will very happily just play Oblivion because I'm having a great time.
It's not like we never repeat content on games either.
Oh, right. That's very true. I think like streaming the same game from two different people, like,
is a little different than
2 days.
somebody making a scripted video.
And of
but-
course, like 2 days in a row is like, that's a little much. So I'd agree that.
Agreed. Yeah, I started to play devil's advocate a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? Devil does not need an advocate. He's fine.
You talked yourself out of your own argument. Yeah.
Yes. It's like, I don't believe this at all, actually. I take it all back.
Nope. That's all right. It's down here. I take it all back, actually. Yeah. So maybe we'll go that direction, and I'll play some more Oblivion, but also like I am almost done with my first playthrough, and so I am, and I've been playing it pretty straight and narrow. I did the entire Mages Guild side quests because I knew that's where the good spells would be. But I've done very little else in the game, and so maybe like another playthrough as more of a melee focused would be a lot of fun. I don't know if for a stream. Seems
There are
like it-
Thieves Guild in Oblivion. There probably is, right?
Yeah, there's Thieves Guild and there's the Assassins Guild, which has
Yeah,
a whole,
the Dark Brotherhood.
a whole side quest, which much like Yahtzee in his review, like I also got woken up by the strange man, and I don't believe I killed anyone. I don't believe I killed an innocent. But
You probably did, and you didn't even realize it.
apparently,
You got hit by a stray fireball or something.
Yeah. The spell, I did look up some of like kind of the best spells to craft after I got the ability to craft spells, because I thought I was doing pretty good. But man, oh man, the combinations people have come up with have been beautiful to watch. And like the amazing spells you can make, a lot of them are area of effect spells. And so it's very possible that I just... What do I do here, game? What do I
Okay,
do? This seems...
like you're meant to be up there, but
Right.
how do we get there?
How do we get to where we're meant to be? What am I missing? What am I missing, game? I have to go... Because theoretically, I get up here, and then I fall down here, and I can go over here and get the bribe so that we can get this door unlocked.
Yeah. I would guess that there should be some way to get to those like top corridors from basically the very beginning of where that path starts.
Right?
Otherwise, why would they be there? But
Wall jumping from the bridge. Oh, like jump up there. Yeah, that can't. No, that's too far. But a great idea. Great idea. Like if I could jump up there and bounce off that
Yeah.
wall, yeah, that'd be great. You can, like, these pillars, you can climb up these pillars sometimes, but there's no pillars. Game. And you have to ask yourself, how did
be
I
careful.
get here?
The camera might just,
Oh, that's right.
just clock out on us again.
I'll try to recreate that. We haven't recorded for the devs, but like you know, this also feels like, man, this is right here. I really should be able to jump up on this thing. Oh wait,
Feels-
wait,
Well, you just did.
wait.
And it was that simple all along.
You all saw me try to jump up on that like a million times before, right?
Yes.
Like, that's not just me. I've tried to jump up here several
Like,
times.
what did you do differently? What was the timing or the... You have to be like a little bit further away than you thought?
It just seems to be like what it depends on is, okay, so if I jump and hit the direction at the exact same time, I can't make the height. If I jump then hit the direction, I can make the height. That is me waggling my finger at you, game. Waggle, waggle, waggle. Look, if I press the direction and the jump at the exact same time, can't do it. Can't do it. If I press jump, then the direction, I can do it. Naughty, naughty, naughty game. I hope the devs are in chat, because this is a realistic frustration of their players so early on in the game. These are the kinds of things that turn new players off of your game. It's this kind of thing that it's like, oh, like there's that thing where it's like, am I bad or did the game cheat, right? The game is cheating. That's one of those the game is cheating moments. The game is inconsistent. And I call shenanigans on the game for that. Absolute shenanigans. There we go. So, we did it. We figured it out. I hope we're all proud of ourselves.
And we only needed a little help from Amelia Tyler. Just a little.
Footfall of well-armed guards. The Sandfox
I guess I can see, like, Which, okay, this makes me wonder. This is me reading too much into the situation. Me reading too much into the situation is their early play tests were telling them that players were getting stuck there and they didn't know where to go. So they said, let's add a line of voice narration to make sure people know they're supposed to go up there instead of making it easier to go up there. That is the wrong solution to a known problem if that is what they were doing. Gotcha. So, anyway. Fuck. Oh, he went the other direction. I heard a noise to my left. I'll check out my right. Thanks, random guard.
We just stare at this closed door for a while.
Right? Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go now? How close can I get to you? Are you gonna walk again? What are you gonna do? Oh yeah, okay. Sneak, 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 sneak. Schmack. Nice. Okay, here we go. And then we get our thing.
A fine leg of meat from the Under King's store. The Sandfox was now
Okay.
wealthy enough to
What
bribe
kind of
the
meat?
most diligent
A
storekeeper.
joint of meat. What a joint of meat is, I do not know. But that is what I have. A joint of meat. Oh, that is a guard, just asleep over there. Okay. There's this thing. What do you do? What? Do you do nothing? Do you do nothing? That's weird. Why do you do nothing? That's,
I assume it did something.
I don't think it did. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it did anything. Come in. Yeah. You won't open the door. They'd never... Oh, you do open the door!
Oh, he opened it!
Okay. To be fair, that one was my fault. That one was absolutely
yeah, you
my
deserve
fault.
that.
All right. Last checkpoint. Where was it? How far back do I need to go? Oh no, I got
The movie for the latest Phoenix Gathering was Kung Fu Hustle,
Yes.
I believe is what it's called.
Kung Fu Hustle, a phenomenal. Excuse you, door. Phenomenal movie. We love that movie, and we had a great time watching it for our Phoenix tier movie night.
We have a lot of martial arts movies fans at Second Wind, apparently.
Our last few movies have been martial arts themed. But you know, it's fun. We just have people who like movies. Oh, okay. I know what that thing did now. I know what that lever did now. Okay.
See?
We're learning lessons. We're learning lessons, everyone. Oh, Shaolin Soccer is great too. Or not from Beijing with Love or from Shanghai with Love. What was his other one? I mean, he's made many movies, but Stephen Chow, great filmmaker. I believe that's what his name is. I might be getting his name wrong now that I think about it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, everybody. Okay, we're gonna hit the lever because that is important. That lever makes this grate go down, so I can use that as a possible escape route. this happy little fella. But now that I'm here, I think I can knock him out. Nope.
From Beijing with love,
Yes.
I guess.
From Beijing with love. Are you gonna come down here? You what?
Oh, yeah. Oh? What? Uh-oh. There we go. He just needed a moment. That was funny.
That was nice.
As fun as the martial arts movies have been, I do have a slight hope that whoever chooses next will pick something a little different,
That
perhaps.
would be nice. That would be nice. It's, you know, it's nice to have the whole reason that we went to multiple people picking and not just me picking is to have a bit of variety. And so hopefully we can continue that variety. Okay, so what we've learned here is that the door opening makes a sound happen.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Get in the box.
Sandfoxes hide
Stop.
in boxes.
Yes, everybody
Stop it.
knows.
Game?
You don't need to say it. Everybody knows.
Game, we're gonna stop this right now.
That was also just an objectively dumb line. Everybody knows Sandfox hides in boxes.
Yeah.
What?
We are if I am told I hide in a box every time I hide in jump first, then wall. Yeah, we learned that lesson. If you are gonna tell me that I hide in a box every time I hide in a box, I'm gonna stop playing the game.
The Sandfox held a kind of fondness for the Underking's guards. In their small talk, they were so human, talking of meals, games, and other comforts.
They were so human. What a bizarre thing to say. What a bizarre.
On the one hand, yes. On the other hand, I kind of didn't mind that sort of narration. Because it's
Sure.
not just telling you what you're seeing or
Yeah.
what you're meant to be doing. Which is what narration is.
Sandfox nipped inside a
Oh.
vase. No one would spy.
We
him
know.
there.
Game. That was a vase, not a box. You're on thin ice, Game.
Sussiger 2000 with 10 euros. Thank you so much. Says, speaking of movies, I tried rewatching Rogue One after finishing Andor. People said Andor would elevate the movie. And oh boy, are they wrong. By stark contrast, it made the movie even worse. I gotta laugh out of Jay.
Everybody
It's true.
loves.
He says it's true.
Everybody loves Andor. Yeah, I know several people who are Rogue One defenders, and I am not. I really really disliked Rogue One. But a lot of people love Andor. I believe next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, the plan, everybody. I am stepping aside, and I believe Jay is joining Darren and Marty for giant Andor talks. They are going to have huge Andor talks. I won't be there because I don't watch Star Wars anymore, and
Fair.
so I'm just going to step aside to make sure they have a yes, collect this deal. To make sure they have a good discussion. So if you want to get all of that
The tightly
Andor
wound
discussion
highway
out of your
is a
system
missing
next
from the
Tuesday, the
pond.
Rewind,
The
Jay,
gazelle,
Marty,
the
and Darren.
handwriting is poor, written in a pained hand. It details a wound won from carelessness.
Bunch of nerds
Right.
talking about
Gazelle
some
fears
nerdy
will
shit.
be their last.
Nerds talking about old nerd shit. It's going to be great. Fungus Finder says, we still have 40. I don't care if we have 45 minutes. I will go back to Viscera cleanup detail if they keep talking about me being in boxes. I think that is absolute bullshit. Also, by the way, I'm supposed to be crouching here. And as you notice, I am standing up. The game wants me to crouch through here.
Mm-hmm.
But, now I can't. No, now what just happened, game?
I said, nah, that never happened. Don't
How
worry
come-
about it.
Game? You got some bugs, game girl. You got some bugs. What was that? Ugh. Oh God, we're having some issues.
Girl,
You got some bugs.
girl, you got so many bugs. It's borderline infestation up in here.
That was my joke. I think yesterday I started coming up with Oblivion remaster pickup lines.
Oh no.
Which was, girl, are you the Oblivion remaster? Because I can tell you got a bunch of issues, but damn, you look good. What was someone else posted a really good one too. Or like, girl, are you the Oblivion remaster? Because you got me jumping for joy, and not just to get levels in acrobatics.
That's so stupid.
Girl, are you the Oblivion remaster? Because the first thing you did was ask for my star sign. That's something girls do a lot.
Oh.
It's something that I come across quite often, is girls asking for my star sign, and I do not care for it. I do not.
I don't think a woman has ever asked for my star sign, but men have, which is interesting.
What?
But I also think it was just in that case, like bullshit, trying to talk to you through any means necessary. kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yes, and these ladies I know are not trying to hit on me in any fashion. They just are really into star sign.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
they genuinely want to know.
Yeah, and I offer them no leeway. I just say no. I will not be a part of your bullshit. Of your star sign.
My
bullshit.
star sign is stop.
The affect you put on your voice there was stop. Star signs, crystals. I know it's a thing, and it always like. Like there's a certain amount of leeway that I can give that kind of like fantastical stuff, and some people are into it just for the joy, like like tarot cards or ghost hunting or psychic readings, where people can be like, oh, I understand that there is a huge air of bullshit to all of this, but it's fun.
But it's fun.
But it's fun. But like the people who are too into star signs, where they're like, no, this means something, and you go, that's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
That's not fun
The
anymore.
ugly man grinned. That delicious morsel will buy you entry. And my silence.
Thank you.
The Sandfox
Okay,
could
cool.
hear the clink of coin and the clank of tankard.
And some
And a
belches.
And a boip and belch. I'm not talking to any of you, but you have a
Guard
special
looked
marker.
up at the Sandfox, eyes bloodshot. They say you've got a knack for getting into places.
All right.
Perhaps we can make a deal. I've lost a lot
Told my
of
friends
money
that
on
I
your stupid
remade it
game.
in. Oh
If
wait,
you
hold
can
on.
sneak up there with this
When I was drawing my most recent piece of art,
debt,
it was in a cel-shaded style, but I didn't like it, so I redid it in a smoother, paintier style. Told my friends I remade it in Unreal Engine 5. Oh, well, nice. Nice.
Why was there just applause? What's happening?
I have no idea.
Are they playing cards or dice or something?
I don't know. I was not paying attention. I was reading chat. I assume it will tell me where to go next. Place mirror.
Load. Did you have any success with the mirror?
Oh. I have to place a mirror. Oh, I have to help him cheat.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I have to first figure out how to get up. All right. Wall run. Durr. Remember your tools. Pardon me. Pardon me. Huh. Oh, I really felt like I should have gotten that later. Miss Harmony, I see you defending star signs. There are some undeniable coincidences that star signs line up with in fascinating ways, I will admit.
Okay, yeah, but see, she's admitting they're coincidences.
Sure,
So-
that's fair.
It's like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun coincidence.
Okay, you are right. You are
This
right.
is science.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a okay. All right. You've pulled me back, Jess.
I will not stand for Miss Harmony slander.
Thanks, game.
Whoa! That was a move.
Okay, I placed the mirror. So now this guard will be my friend.
How can a disgraced Queen's Guard aid you? Information, of course. I secretly escorted Her Majesty
Humans
to
are
the
built to
stonemason.
see patterns.
You
Yeah,
did
like that's the
man
thing. We are
calls,
built to see
and my
patterns, which is
reward
part of the
falls
wonderful thing
on
about
purpose.
us. One of the things that has helped us
want
survive.
information on
But
the
when we
Queen's
no longer have to,
stonemason, and be
see
watchful
patterns
for the
in
cowardly
hunting
guard
behavior
who
and
threw me down into
weather
the
patterns to
abyss.
help our species propagate, we start seeing the stars start making weird bullshit pictures, and then we give that a pattern. It's all fun. It's all fun and stupid. Hey. Oh wait, no, this way. Hey. And then this, and then this, and flip, and here we go.
Woo.
Hey. There's the mirror. Hey.
The leather was held up by some sort of catch. The leather slid smoothly down into place.
Amelia.
I'm not blaming Amelia. Amelia.
No, it's not her fault.
Amelia is a professional voice actor.
Yeah, she's like, I'll read whatever the heck you pay me to read.
Whatever the script is, they read it and they're happy, right? Like, this is all I'm doing. They read. I love the voice. It is the game director's job to tell them what they are reading and knowing where to put it. And my friend, we did not need it. Ay, 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 hey.
Woo.
A little convoluted, but still got there. Nope. Oh, I did. Okay. Oh, I did make
Okay.
it. All right.
Waft of sweet smoke carried through. I am Under King Roshan.
Okay.
The man
Under
booms
King
from his
Roshan.
ears, and I offer a royal reward to the one who humiliates Vashti's finest pit fighter. Deeper access to the Iron Hold.
Okay.
You wish a king's favor.
Okay.
Roshan leered like a snake. Then see yourself to the pits and undo
See myself.
Vashti's
Yeah, there's like a
favorite
liquid
gladiator.
sound that is very much bothering me. It's like the sound of like wine being poured or something like that, but it's like whoa. Okay, here we go.
For me, a lot of the burps are like off-puttingly high-pitched.
Yorina Sands left no trace of blood behind.
Okay, here's the pit fight, and this guy wants me to.
I assume take out the big guy.
The Sandfox stood on the earth where many champions and more failures had stood before.
Well, I can't do anything to these guys.
Mm.
So I have to, find a sneakier way to mess up the fight.
Yeah.
Which is, that's fine. Oh, we can. Oh. Can I jump up? No. I can extinguish. the
Utterly uncool with the first time chat says, so glad to see you guys playing this.
So far, I like the idea of the game. The concept of the game is good. This is going to be a very, very nitpick of the game. But this game is
the nittiest of picks.
The nittiest of picks. This game sells itself as a stealth Metroidvania. So far, I am interacting with a lot of people for a stealth game. Like, I am talking to people, I'm doing favors for people, and I'm in like a forgotten part of the underground city. And I'm not doing a lot of stealthing.
Musk and sweat cloyed the air.
So that's my nittiest of nitpicks for the game. I would love to do more stealth.
Are useful. The woman grinned. I know a way above ground.
Okay.
I'll share it with whomever
This game is $15 dues. Correct. Yeah, it's not very expensive, and so far, like the actual mechanics have been very fun. I have some nitpicks, but which is mostly like I would just like to do what the game said it would do, which maybe shouldn't be a nitpick. Maybe that should just be like a thing that happens.
The pit of eels.
The fight. Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, I see. I need to get up there and drop the chandelier.
Classic. What are chandeliers for if not to drop on someone?
Right. Out of my way, biddy. All right. Up.
The chandelier.
Tamper!
And fell straight onto the pit fighter's head, knocking him out cold.
That would not just knock him out. That man is dead.
You know, I'm okay with murder. Yay, we won. That was it. That's what we needed to do to win. Murder. Okay, so now we go back up and talk to this fella. I wish we would have gotten a shortcut to get to him faster now that the mission is done. Nitpick. A lot of nitpicks with the game. They blew their budget on quality voice actors. Did a little fuck. Okay, that was my fault. I knew the answer to that, and I ignored it. Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay. Let's start over. Here. Up. All right. And then we go here, and then we go here, and then we go here. But then we have to drop down and go. No, fuck. Drop down too much. Yeah, come on. I already did this. once. I don't want to do it again. Game. Okay. So then back here. We go here. We jump up here. We then slide down. Jump to this.
Oh.
Okay, we got. You lose. Oh no!
Oh, what?
I pressed
what?
the wrong. I pressed the wrong button. It's fine. That was just me pressing the wrong button. It's fine. Here's the interesting thing about the game. They gave us this ladder shortcut over here, but that's the least necessary shortcut of them all. That's the least necessary shortcut of them all because, like, I could already get here to. Excuse you, game. Up there we go. Like, I could get up there with ease. It's this next part that really should have had the shortcut to it. Okay. Here we go. Up here. Down here. Jump.
It's hard to know if, like, this feels as bad as it looks without playing it myself, but That looks like it feels bad.
That feels bad. That feels bad. Oh boy.
Yama84 with a first time chat says there's another ladder. Are you missing a ladder?
I don't believe so. There's a ladder up there. I believe now that I've done the favor for this man, he will drop that ladder and I can get up there. So there is this quality for platformers that is incredibly hard to explain. Like, you know, does your platformer feel good, right? Mm-hmm. And I understand that, like, getting a game to feel good is really subjective and really up in the air. Like, you are turning numbers into feelings. But my character looks like they are grazing this thing, and you know, like there are things in games that kind of give the player the benefit of the doubt. Like we talk about a lot is coyote time, because that's a real well-known thing where you can jump off of a platform a few pixels after it actually ends to make sure that the player doesn't feel bad. And this is a scenario where it feels.
I think, are you meant to like grab the top part and not the rope itself?
I think so. I do believe I'm just jumping too late, but it's really hard to know when to jump. And it feels bad, game. It feels bad, game. It feels like you should have given me a little more leeway. Because also, there is a dangly rope there. Why? Nope, that was the wrong button. Okay. Okay. All right. We're going to jump sooner. No. Oh, and then you jump too soon and you jump over it. What are you supposed to do? So my question to the chat is, what are you supposed to do in that situation? All I'm doing, this is not like part of like a big challenge. I'm just trying to get back to the man who gave me the quest. That's all I am trying to do in this situation is man gave me quest and let me fulfill my goddamn quest. Oh no. I was genuinely excited to play this game. I will be honest with you. And it is losing me over and over again. Okay. How did I do this the first time? How make man jump? Right. Embrace the jank. That's what we say in our Game Maker ad is how make man jump. And I understand that that is a complicated question. Like, oh. Okay.
Like that. That is how make man jump.
That was. But now, wait, we have one more.
You got this.
Oh, well, that one apparently I just don't need.
Oh.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I was really worried you were somehow not going to make it to the end, regardless.
That would have been
I think that would have broken you, and
then it's Viscera cleanup detail, and that's fine.
The lights come down for Vashti's Roshan's belly
Snake in the Garden with €2. Thank you so much. Says, Jack, can you tell us how many episodes are left in Adventure is Nigh Season 4?
We filmed, we had 10 filming sessions, and so the original idea was to have 10 episodes. Look, I'm currently editing episode 9. I'm currently editing episode 9, and so that I should be done editing that this week, and then we start animating it for the release. Episode 10 I've already done a little bit of work on. I've assembled everything. The record time for episode 10 is 4 hours and 24 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Usually record time is anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. If it's over 2 hours, it's pretty excessive. So 4 hours and 24 minutes, most likely we are going to break up episode 4 into 2 parts. Unless it was nothing but bathroom breaks.
I am no call for light fingers. Leave me to my delights.
Okay, well, what happened? Did I win?
Did I win?
Oh, okay. Now I can get down here. So that wasn't even this ladder that I got to.
Yeah, what is this ladder for?
It must be a shortcut at some time. Maybe I could have gotten there from here. That's the other tricky thing is like they do like this. I believe like if you notice, there is like a ceiling and a floor, so I believe that is a tunnel. But there's also bricks on the left and the right, so it's yeah. So in any case, so to answer your question is theoretically there are only 10 episodes in season 4, but most likely there will be 11 episodes as 10 will be part 1 and part 2.
Tommy Salty has been a member of the tip jar for 18 months. Thank you so much. And Beta Donut has subscribed with Prime over on Twitch. Thank you. Ed says, hey, you did it. I assume finally jumping that gap.
Yes. We can only
Back
assume.
again, Master Thief.
And Sir George Lucas says, Jack, Jess, have you ever dabbled in Magic the Gathering? Like Warhammer 40k, Magic the Gathering is a mystery to me. It's a mystery to me as well. I personally have not dabbled.
I also have not dabbled. From everything I've heard from everyone who plays it, if I would dabble, it would be the end of me. People who have very similar mindsets as I do get absolutely obsessed.
Yes. So I've heard.
Yeah.
Sounds dangerous.
Sounds very, very dangerous. So I plan to actually actively not get involved. I will do my very best to never know anything about it.
That is fair. And then Tommy Salty with 10 Polish notes.
Złoty.
One day I will both remember it and say it correctly. Today is not that day.
That's all right.
Says, adventure is nigh equals JRPG. Defeat evil god with power of friendship.
Yeah, we do.
Sounds about right.
We do try. What I can tell you all is episode 9, like we're pretty good with cliffhangers. We are pretty darn good with cliffhangers, I think. I say, humbly. I say no humbly, not humbly at all. We are pretty good with cliffhangers. The cliffhanger for episode 9 is something absolutely no one will see coming, and just the little dabbles I've done in editing episode 10, y'all, it gets positively insane for a show that starts off pretty damn insane. So, okay.
Managed by those banished.
And then we have Christopher J. Tooton has subscribed with Prime over on Twitch as well. And says, also this, nearly forgot. Well, thank you. Thank you for remembering.
As long as
I also forget that the Prime subscription is a thing. I should use mine.
Yeah, everyone gets a free Prime subscription every month. Use it, or else Bezos keeps them bucks. Sir George Lucas says, as long as the season won't end on a cliffhanger, I'll be pleased. I think every season ends on a little bit of a cliffhanger.
A little bit, yeah.
Prisoner
Whoa!
from inside the cage, waking the sleeping guard.
What? Okay. Terrible.
What is happening?
Yeah. So yes, they're like, the seasons usually end on cliffhangers. I'm not spoiling anything and saying this season will end on a cliffhanger. a cliffhanger that I enjoy. I don't know if my players enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it.
Tommy says, okay, I need to go have fun. The screams made people at the gym look at me weird.
Good.
Fair.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yes. I'm looking at myself funny.
Yeah, I think we were both just frozen in
Vanished by those
shock and
vanished
horror
underground.
for
The
at least 10
tin
seconds.
cups clinking against endless bars filled the Sandfox's
Hey, Marty.
The prisoner howled from inside the cage, waking the sleeping guard.
Oh. Marty says I had this on in the background while working and genuinely thought my house was on.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was
that
terrible.
took absolutely everyone off guard. My goodness.
That was terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Just this sort of thing the Sandfox was trained to take.
This guard has a key on him. Sneak, steal, steal, steal. That guard has a helmet, so cannot be bashed. Yeah, this is what I bought the game to do. So we are happy about this gameplay. I want to sneak.
A terrible shriek
What?
echoed against the stone.
Stop it!
The Sandfox knew to expect the guards.
Stop. Get it. Right? Okay, I can knock you out. All right, we hate that noise.
Yes, a terrible shriek indeed.
We are not fans of that noise. We dislike that noise enough where I'm going to go to our options. We're going to go to our audio options, and I assume that's a sound effects volume. We're going to just turn
I hope
those-
so.
We're going to just turn those way down. We're just going to turn those to 25%. So I hate that noise. Okay, we're going to wait for our guards to calm down. And now hopefully... Oh, so this one's sleeping. And this other guard is just looking at me menacingly. Do you move? I would like you to move.
A guard, a key. Easy.
Shut up. I understand, game. I understand that I need keys to unlock doors. Oh, this is you. Yeah. Do not recommend.
This is starting to trigger annoyance in
Yes.
me upon hearing Amelia Tyler's voice, and I didn't know that was possible.
Right? Oh, we summoned another guard. Interesting. Oh, they see me. Oh, okay, I died. This game ain't right. This, it's that decision that you need to make as a game maker, is how much information to give your players, is how much guidance do you give your players throughout the game. And they erred on the side of too much guidance. And sometimes, like we talk about, that comes in the form of checkpoints or guide markers, like in Oblivion or Skyrim, like where they just tell you exactly where to go. And here, they're like, maybe a player doesn't know that they need a key, even though we've had to get several keys to unlock several doors at this point. Pure Pyro.
New design delve incoming. The Siege and the Sandfox developers think you're dumb.
Ooh, dang! Right?
They really do. Just
They
take our
really
word for it.
They really, truly do.
Sorry, go ahead with
The guard
what you were
carried a
saying.
key. Just
No,
this
this
sort
is
of
exactly
thing
what
the
Jay was talking
Sandfox was
about
trained to
in his
take.
Doom video. Is like, and I don't want to be mean because I understand.
With the Sandfox
That they-
weighing it down,
Excuse you.
the cage began to descend.
Ah!
Excuse you.
Oh!
Excuse you.
Is he just stuck?
Also, this game has several issues. I
Yes.
should have been able to make that jump. In their defense, I'm pretty dumb with Blue Mage. Like, right, and these aren't, these are just choices. These are just choices that they've made throughout the development, and so like I'm not
The
trying
guard
to
carried a key. Just this sort of thing.
I'm not
the
trying to
Sandfox
like
was trained to take.
demonize them for making these choices, but
But it is off-putting to us personally.
yes.
With the Sandfox weighing it down. the
And
cage
Pure
began to
Pyro
descend.
wanted to know if you can stream Spelunky 2 in the
Sandfox
future.
warily eyed a raving
No.
man. Please help me.
There you have it.
He said rather lucidly.
I don't know if I ever streamed Spelunky. Ooh, sorry, man. I don't know if I ever streamed
that
Spelunky
hurts.
2, but I have played it, and I
Despite
didn't
the
much
pain,
care for it.
the
I think
injured
they've ramped up the
man's
difficulty
smile
way
shone
too
brightly.
much
Thanks for
as
releasing
compared to the
me.
original
I've been
Spelunky, and
stuck
I
there
just
for
or
ages,
I just got
and
so
I've
much
been searching
older
for
in the time
Gull,
before
the
the Spelunky and
rat
Spelunky
catcher.
2 that my reflexes
You haven't
aren't what they
seen
used to be.
him, have you? The injured man looked hopeful. After a moment, his smile dimmed slightly. You haven't then. Ugh. He headed towards the Bridge of Knives, and I haven't seen him since. I hope nothing bad happened to him. Please look for Gal in the
So
Bridge
is it
of
this
Knives.
man who was
The man said.
doing those
I hope the
horrible
cultists
shrieks
didn't get him.
before?
No,
Or is that-
those are like monkeys or
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought, but I got confused for a second.
Yeah, those are other things. That man was part of a side quest, apparently, to free that man or something. I don't know.
We don't know anymore.
We don't know. I'm not paying that much attention to story stuff. I just don't want the monkeys to make noise anymore. That's all I want in the world. Is for the monkeys not to make noise.
Another guard with a key. The Sandfox knew what to do.
Oh, come on! I was there.
Boo.
I was there.
Birds, monkeys, prisoners? Who knows?
Who-
Not me.
The Sandfox knew it was time to.
I just
depart.
want them to stop.
Agreed. We just want them to stop. Whatever noise. Oh, fuck. Are you gonna come down the ladder? Don't come down the ladder. Thank you. Oh fuck! Oh, God.
What? What? What happened there? Did you just walk too far forward?
Apparently, it didn't register my swing at the right time. Game. Do not recommend. You have
The
clutched
Sandfox sensed danger.
defeat
nearby.
from the claws of victory game. I was all ready to be super into this. I was all ready. Okay, so go up. There. Okay. Smack
Okay.
him. We don't have to worry about him. Open the door. Okay. Jump. Jump. Up here. Up here. Jump. Jump. And then we wait for man number 1 to turn away. Turn away. Go down
The
here.
guard, the key. Easy.
But this. Oh, come on.
Huh?
Okay. He's going to check on his friend.
A body?
Body.
He's alive. He's just unconscious. And he was sleeping before, so quite honestly, it doesn't make much of a difference to you.
Right?
Don't worry about it.
Is it weird that he didn't say my friend?
A lock of the highest quality kept the door shut tight.
Who's got. Oh,
The
this
key
guy has the
couldn't
key?
be too far away.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. That was nice. Okay, we did it. We did it, everybody.
I don't even remember what we're trying to do in here. Like,
No.
what is our objective?
Oh, I have no idea. We're just,
Okay,
we're just
okay.
here. You know, at the end of all things, like we're trying to like, you know, protect the city from invaders and expose the evil queen
The
for
birds
killing
have
the
been
king.
chosen to serve the underkings for their strength, not their intelligence.
You've used that line already, game. What?
What?
Oh, because I snuffed out the torch. Because I snuffed out the torch. Interesting. I must be imagining things. Well, while I wait for them to walk around, let's look at chat. Okay. Oh no, I see the howler monkey. I'm not falling for that again. I know now. Howler monkey means stay away. Nope. Nope. Fuck.
Or do that.
Or fail. So they have this weird thing where, like, in order to like drop down like this, you need to press down and B at the same time. But like if you're using a joystick, sometimes, you know, it drifts a little bit.
With the Sandfox weighing it down, the cage began to descend.
Wait.
I know, game. I know that the cage begins to descend when I weigh it down. You have told me that before, game.
Also, we can see it happening.
That is like the number one note, as far like even beyond like helping guide the players, is like, do not say what is currently happening. That is infuriating. Not
Everything needs to be narrated. Yes, even if you have Amelia Tyler.
Right. I don't want to enrage the howler monkeys. Can I not jump from there? Oh, okay, wrong button. Okay, oh, wrong button. Okay. Okay, jump up here. I don't think I can... Do I have to enrage the howler monkeys? Howler monkeys incoming.
A terrible shriek echoed against
At
the
least it's
stone.
quieter now.
Yes.
Started to expect the guards.
I had to do it, everybody. I do apologize. I just turn the audio off in every game I play. I've talked about this before. I absolutely cannot like listen to a podcast while playing a game. I cannot split my focus in that way. Like even if I'm playing Viscera Cleanup Detail, well, maybe Viscera Cleanup Detail, but like I will find myself like if I listen to an audiobook and play Viscera Cleanup Detail, I will stop listening to the audiobook and realize that I have no idea what happened in the audiobook.
Yep. I agree.
I just cannot.
Or we'll have
split
to
my
like
focus.
periodically rewind the audiobook a little bit, and that's just annoying.
Super annoying. So yeah, I don't have the ability to split my focus in that way. And that's just what I know about myself. Well, go grab a Nutty Buddy.
Yeah.
No, I ate beforehand. I have my coffee. This game is just a game I did not enjoy. And that's okay. We will leave this game on a cliffhanger right here because we are just about at time. And I'm just not going to play it again, and that's okay. And that's okay, everybody. Not every game is going to be a game I enjoy, and this is one of them.
Well, now you know.
And now you know.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, hold on. We have one final
Yes.
dono. Snake in the Garden says, Jack, did you hear Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3 is doing...
Astarion, darling.
I'm sorry. Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3 is doing a new D&D series. So I assume the voice actor for Astarion is doing a new D&D series where he's the DM for his friends. They have a Patreon. That is good to know. A wonderful voice actor, whomever that is.
Neil Newbon, he's great. Lovely, lovely person too.
Neil Newbaum. There you go. A wonderful character, a wonderful voice actor. So I wish them all the luck. It's always fun. Just listening to these stories is great.
Yeah, I like that acting in Baldur's Gate has gotten him more into D&D.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. All right, so that's it. That's it for this. We're done.
That.
We're done with this game. We're done with this game. So as a point of note, next week I will not be on the Rewind, and Jess and I will not be in this time slot because this time slot will be taken over next week by Marty and Darren playing through and talking about The Last of Us.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yes.
That's fun.
It was the only time that they had together. I will also not be joining them on that because I didn't care for The Last of Us. And instead of having me sit there and complain for 2 hours, I will just remove myself from that situation. So I might stream next week or I might not stream next week. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's next week. Okay, what else is coming up this week and early next week for people?
As far as I know, Tina and I will be streaming a bit of Sea of Stars tomorrow.
Ooh, very fun.
Ooh. And then we have the 6-hour Dokapon stream on Saturday.
You asked for this, and you got it. 6-hour mega
You shall
Dokapon.
receive. You may regret it.
Yes, you may regret it, but you will get a mega Dokapon stream this Saturday. And you and Tina playing some Sea of Stars. That will be lovely. Let's see. What do we have coming up this weekend? I think this is a Yahtzee Tries week. I believe.
Sounds correct.
I believe it's a Yahtzee Tries week, but we'll see. Next week, obviously, new Adventures Nigh. We're wrapping up those animations now, which is very, very exciting. And all of our usual stuff and whatnot. So yeah, maybe I'll see you next week. Maybe I won't. I'll probably be.
Oh, is Jesse doing help desk today or no?
Sometimes he doesn't.
Good question.
Theoretically, there's an RPG help desk on Twitch in just a little bit. That is a Twitch only. Sometimes he doesn't do it. Sometimes he does. So we'll see about that. Let's see here. What else do I have for you? I was just going to say I will be in the chat for part of the Dokapon stream just because I like seeing the madness, the absolute insanity that happens with y'all Dokaponing. So hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, hold on. I'm going to remember how to do this. That's right. Does this work? Great.
I don't know. What are you doing?
We're gonna raid Jenna because
yeah.
she is still streaming. So we'll raid that as we say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. See you later.
Yep. Go watch Jenna stream. Bye.
Bye.